Most people think love is obvious. They think saying I love you or buying gifts is enough. But it is not. Not really. Love is subtle, invisible, coded into actions, words, and presence. And if you miss the language she actually hears, you fail without even knowing it. The first love language is words. Not empty phrases, not cliches, not the noise everyone says, but words that connect, that confirm, that make her feel truly seen. And here is the truth. Most fail because they speak the wrong words at the wrong time. She hears sound, yes, but she feels meaning. She notices intention. She notices timing. And when your words miss, she notices the absence before she notices anything else. Next is quality time. Not just being near her, but showing that your focus is undivided. Attention is the currency she values. Phones down, distractions gone, presence real, and the subtle humor. Most try to give attention while thinking about something else. You cannot fake it. She sees right through it. And every second of genuine focus becomes invisible glue, binding more than any grand gesture could. Third, acts of service. Simple, quiet, deliberate. Not dramatic, not showy. A small favor done without expectation speaks louder than 1,000 empty promises. And here is the pattern. She notices what is done without pressure, without demand, without noise. That is the power of subtlety in love. And here, irony blooms. You do almost nothing flashy, yet your influence grows quietly, undeniably. Fourth is gifts. Not luxury, not expensive. Thoughtful, meaningful, unexpected. A reminder, a memory, a message encoded in small action. She reads value in the thought behind it, not the price tag. And when done consistently, it signals awareness, care, and understanding, a language she cannot ignore. Finally, physical touch. Not obvious, not constant, not invasive, but contact that reassures, comforts, and communicates without words. And the truth few understand. Touch is memory, imprint, connection. You cannot fake it. You cannot overuse it. Too much or too little destroys its power. By the end of this stage, you see the pattern. Words, time, service, gifts, touch. Each one a channel, a key, a code. And mastery is knowing which she actually hears, feels, and responds to. Most fail not because they lack love, but because they speak the wrong language at the wrong time, and the opportunity vanishes quietly, invisibly, without warning. By now you understand the 5 channels: words, time, acts, gifts, and touch. But understanding is not enough. Most people hear them, see them, but fail to apply them. The real power comes from timing, consistency, and quiet precision. This is where the invisible influence grows. Words alone are meaningless if not reinforced. You must speak with intention, deliberately. A small phrase at the perfect moment can resonate louder than hours of talking. She notices the weight of your words. She notices when your words are absent. And the subtle humor. You do almost nothing yet shape her perception, her feelings, her expectations without trying. Time is equally delicate. Quality time is rare. Most people think being physically present counts, but she feels what is focused, undivided, real. Every second you give is measured by attention, not duration. When you maintain focus, she feels the difference. And when you step back, let her wonder, let her miss it, you deepen its impact. Absence enhances presence, curiosity fuels desire. Acts of service reveal character. Small, quiet actions signal care without need for recognition. She notices what is done without expectation, without noise, without applause. That is invisible authority in relationships. The irony is simple. The more you do subtly, the more influence you have. She notices. She values. She responds. Gifts are language turned into memory. Not flashy, not obligatory, but meaningful. A small token, a reminder, a connection encoded in thought. She reads the care behind it. She feels it. And that subtle pattern, thoughtfulness without pressure, signals understanding, awareness, and intention. That is influence few see. Touch is final, not constant, not overbearing, but precise. A brush of hand, a reassuring hold, a presence felt without words. Physical touch is memory, imprint, connection. You cannot fake it. You cannot misuse it. Timing and subtlety make it unforgettable. By the end of this stage, she notices the pattern, even if she cannot name it. She senses the language that speaks to her. And you realize the quiet truth. Love is not effort. Not noise, not grand gestures. Love is code. It is precision. It is knowing which channel she actually hears and communicating in it invisibly, consistently and with power. By now you see the pattern. Words, time, acts, gifts, touch. Each is a channel, a code, a language she actually hears. But mastery is not in knowing them. It is in using them silently, strategically, and with precision. That is where influence grows. The first truth is subtle. Consistency beats volume. Repeated, small, intentional actions carry more weight than loud, infrequent gestures. She notices patterns even if she cannot explain them. She feels them. And the humor? You do almost nothing flashy. Yet she reads meaning, decodes intent, and responds unconsciously. That is the invisible power of mastery. Next, timing is everything. The right word, at the right moment, the right act, the right gift, the right touch, each becomes amplified. You do not force it. You do not chase it. You allow the natural rhythm to emerge. And in that rhythm, she notices what others never can. Subtle authority. Quiet care, invisible understanding. Observation is your tool. You notice her reactions. You see what she values most. You see where she responds, where she hesitates, where she truly feels connection. And you adjust silently, almost imperceptibly. Not manipulation, not drama, but strategic alignment. And in that alignment, she feels understood, recognized, and drawn, not by noise, but by invisible precision. The final truth is simple yet powerful. Influence comes not from effort, but from mastery of language she actually hears. Words that resonate, time that matters, acts that count, gifts that connect, touch that communicates without words. When aligned, these 5 channels create a bond that feels effortless yet irresistible. She notices. She values. She responds. By the end of this stage, she cannot ignore the pattern. She senses the understanding, even if she cannot name it. She feels the care, the focus, the precision, the quiet authority behind every action. And you see the truth few ever recognize. Mastery of love is mastery of language. Speak in the channels she actually hears, and the results unfold naturally, invisibly, inevitably. And here is the final insight. Most fail not because they lack love, but because they speak the wrong language, at the wrong time with noise and drama. You do not. You act with calm, precision, and subtle power, and that is why your influence lasts. Why connection grows, and why she responds on a level few ever reach.